So yeah, if this is your first time here, I do this on Mondays and Tuesdays. More Mondays than Tuesday. Tuesday I also have a gameplay segment. That's it. That's the only thing. Sundays I like to play old video games, and Tuesday evenings I like to play like a modern AAA release. That's basically the balance. I play absolute garbage on Sundays, and then modern garbage on Tuesday, and then game dev in between. It's I really don't want to call myself a variety streamer because it's like basically two things that I do. Barrel of Boys. I wonder if that would compile into Unreal Engine 5. Anyway, new project. Game, vehicle, virtual reality, handheld augmented reality, top-down, third person, first person. I don't know. Just blank, I think. Starter content. I will include it. Starter content's not that big, I don't think. Ray tracing? I don't think we need this. Should I call it Spirit Spinball? I've been thinking about Sonic Spinball all morning. Since I woke up. I can't say morning because it was 2 p.m. when I woke up because I'm a gremlin. But since I woke up until this point now, I've been thinking about Sonic Spinball nonstop. One of the most difficult pinball games I've ever played. I've never moved off the first screen, and I don't want to recreate that feeling. Did I press the create button? Has this frozen? Yeah, it's frozen. Very, very welcome to Unreal Engine game dev. Expect your PC, if you engage with this, to just stop multiple times. Unreal's got to think about a lot of stuff, you know. It's got to consider its own mortality, before it gives you an answer on whether or not your dot product was yay or nay. Anyway, how are you doing? This is gonna take like a minute. How's Mr. Cage? How's Mr. Nate Hotshot? Came in on the raid. FFZ supporter. I didn't even know. You can get a badge for that. That means that it's acknowledged by the Twitch official. That's interesting to me. That is interesting to me. So the idea is to have a pirate-themed Metroidvania pinball game. The other two options were the theme was downfall or falling down, I think. So obviously pinballs naturally fall towards the floor. That's what they do. So I don't think we need to specify that really. But the other thing was one room per screen, one screen per room, one whatever. Which is, I don't think that's fun, so I'm not going to do it. It was just a suggestion. So the last time I was developing my project, and I'd just finished doing the battle menus, someone came into chat and asked me for an idea of a game to make while I was making my game, so they could flex their programming skills on me. And I just went to a generator and that popped out, and they said that was too hard. They wouldn't do it. They refused, and so I'll do it right now. Cause it sounded like a really fun idea. Was that a Hori extension? Get out of here. Also, this is Visual Studio. Why'd you open that? Let me just say, no, boo. What is this? What is this? Looks great though. Looks fantastic. I mean, it looks like it always did. But the shadows are nicer. The shadows are not compared to like the baked shadows. Oh, look at that. That's disgusting. Anyway, not compared to like the baked shadows of predefined rendering, but like compared to the lumen shadows of early access 1, this is way better. Look at that with the little glints and the little highlights. That's nice. Anyway, we don't need any of this, so oops. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with the pinball game. So the main obstructions to enjoyment of a pinball game, Metroidvania, are gonna be accurate traversal of the map, which is gonna be a nightmare. Basically, pinball is not one of the finest controlled elements, and I'm sure Pinball Wizard is gonna slap me in the chops right now and say, actually, pinball is one of the easiest things that you can control, and you're just a noob. But from my experience playing pinball casually on Windows since I was like 6, it's not an accurate thing that you can really control. Like the only accurate shots you can make are right at the end of the flipper, right at the start of the flipper, and right at the start of the flipper doesn't go anywhere. Right at the end of the flipper gives it maximum oomph. Doesn't really give it an angle though. I never felt like you had a good control of like the directionality of the. Anyway, point is, I don't know what this fucking Skydome is. This is not what we paid for. Where's the preview 2 base level? That's what I want to know. I'm just gonna make a new level. And I'm also gonna I'm not gonna actually make a new level. First I'm gonna do the do. Where are the plugins? So we can turn off the VR plugins because they're obviously gonna be on. They're not on. Finally, they've listened to us all these years saying, Epic Games, please do not enable the VR plugins by default because nobody is developing a game for VR. Like the vast majority of people who make video games, they're making either for mobile or they're making for desktop, mouse, keyboard, controller, console. They're making for VR. Very, very, very few people making VR games. I have made one VR game. It was great. A fantastic experience. Hated my life for 48 hours straight. Project corrupted 3 times. Megascan's assets don't render very well in VR. Frame rate tanked. Nobody who played it could actually play it. Came last in the game jam that it was entered into. Triple thumbs up. It's not a competition, guys, except for that game jam was actually a competition. I didn't expect to win anything. I never do. But it was fun to understand the absolute nightmare. Last place POG. Exactly. Last place is first in the worst game. Just consider that. Gold medal for shit tier. No, but it was good. How you feel right now with Ludentary? Oh man. We need the sun sky though. Sun position calculator. We need that. And volumetrics. We need the volumetrics plugin. Water? I don't know if we need. Fuck Ludendarian and fuck game devs who have shit taste. All of them, except us. It's not even that they have shit taste. It's just that their PCs physically could not run the game. It was quite funny. Project file's out of date. Would you like to update it? No. I would like to restart the engine. I mean, to be fair, I've got pretty shit taste. And in all fairness, everyone else who entered games into that game jam, absolutely fantastic games. Honestly, like full 3D playable experiences with fail conditions, points, scoring, actual games, you know. Whereas what I made was basically like the skeleton of a game, which again, gotta maybe temper expectations for making VR stuff. Maybe I should finish that instead of this. Nah. Also, I'm showing this off again. You know what that is? Which way is focus? It's a pog. I'm just eating time because this is gonna take a while. Do I have screenshots of my project before it broke? Yeah. Show feet. I don't have feet. I have only like socks. I'm a disembodied head. I just kind of float around. Not even hands. Use telekinesis to use the mouse and keyboard. No feet. I'm trying to see if I have like a recent with the menu. My tiny AK. I got the tiny AK render. Boom. And the ray tracing. This was also for a game jam. People liked this game, apparently. People could actually run this game, apparently. But that was my ray traced cube in Unreal Engine 4. I wanted to use Unreal Engine 5 because it would have been a lot faster. But I was kind of locked into it because that was also a competition I did want to win. It didn't win again. But it was received well, at least. So we got some weird artifacting in the reflections and such. I think that was because I turned the screen percentage down, which was a really nice hack, because I couldn't use DLSS either, because I couldn't preempt people having an NVIDIA graphics card that could do DLSS, right? It's a very old screenshot there. Very old, very nostalgic. I like this one. It looks like they're all trying to get in like a window. They're trying to like peek in a window, but they're actually doing a ladder climb animation of a wall. The ladder isn't rendering because it's occluded by the box. The box isn't rendering either because it's occluded by itself. But they're still being lit by it because it's still present. You can see the ones on the outside. It was a really interesting scenario to have put the camera there. And I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, I think I stole this from Twitter. So that's the texture. Subtract vector to radial value. Static ball false. Swizzle coordinate output V. Radial coordinates. Interesting. I have no idea where that came from. Here we go. High-res screenshot 01. They're never as high-res as you expect them to be. Like they're a big image, but like the fidelity isn't bigger, you know? I like it. Is my project open yet? Jesus. So, kind of games do you guys make? Clutching at straws, yeah. Combat menu prototype. Oh yeah. There's not a lot of writing here. I don't remember what any of this means. I mean, I know what this is. I know what this is. I don't think this is going to be in the game anymore. And this, I think this is going to hide. And this is going to be integrated with this. I actually, when I had everything going, it was really claustrophobic on screen. I didn't like it. Like, you couldn't see anything. Yeah. It's the way it is. This is an unfortunate situation we've got ourselves into. Oh, it's done. We've only got 546 left to go, and I may have shot myself in the foot with this one. Let's have a look at the assets that we've got, see if there's anything we can use. For a pirate, oh, I think there is actually. Low poly styled deluxe 2 tropical. This is, I think, what I want. This is, I think, exactly what I want. Low poly style tropical environment pack, perfect for creating stylized fantasy worlds. Includes everything you need to make beautiful tropical islands and includes a complete pirate ship. They are the words, they are music to my ear. What's a good download speed to not tank my upload? 1 megabyte per second. 1.5 megabytes per second? Sure. That is a nice pirate ship. It's not too low poly. There's some nice assets. You get piles of gold, treasure chests, barrels, rocks. We get all this. We get the volcano as well and the modern lighthouse. I don't like that. I don't need any of that. This, and this. We get water materials. Yo, that is an ugly waterfall. No offense. Low poly, stylized. Yo, the ship has got an interior. The ship is big. Dude, the ship is big. I'm not digging the lighthouse. The lighthouse can do one. Publishing low poly style to standard, low poly style deluxe 2. Everything uses standard. 3-deck, 30-gun pirate ship includes a kitchen, captain's quarters, low power storage, materials, stealth assembly, ocean walls, waves, waterfalls, mountain landscape, floor. Get the Bundel, low poly style deluxe trilogy, low poly style 3 Egypt and mountain. Space! Monthly Unreal sponsored content for product May 2021. Check out Wolf Digital LLC's other projects here. Collision automatically generated per poly. Set certain large meshes to complex collision is simple. The static mesh screen before. Best experience triangle count. Beach 1162321. Flora 10 to 5257 miss. These are tiny. Whoa! We're in. And now we are preparing another 5,000 shades. I don't understand. So, obviously, the pinball table, quote-unquote table, is going to be top-down. Yeah, top-down. The Yagage, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it here. Let me add you to the overlay and prove that I am true garbage can developer. Yes, welcome. Triple welcome. And I haven't typed anything yet, so I'm in the clear. Content, starter content, new folder. We call this one game content because that's what it's called. And then in here we put a folder for the stuff. Irish John Games, welcome. Triple welcome. I don't know where that's come from. That's not gonna be a new thing. That's hard. I don't like it. Also, I have a physical list for all these follows, and I have not been updating it. So what am I on? Show. 4 followers. That's 6. How are you all doing? What are you all doing? Where have you all come from? Why are you all up so early? There's your favorite pirate. Indeed. Core game code. Early, it's 7 p.m. It's 7 p.m. for some people. It's 3 hours after waking up for other people. Don't judge me. or judge me. You can judge me on my ludicrous sleep times and my unbelievable spelling. Oh no, we've got the highlights swimming again. How do you change this? In fact, it's in the post-process volume, I know that. You can reduce the speed, increase the fidelity, blah, 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 blah. Boring. New folder. Yep, it's starting. It's starting. I missed shift. I missed the shift key. New level. This is going to be test level test. Got to make it as long as possible so there's a biggest chance that I'll misspell it when I put it into the default level or whatever. Project settings. Default. Test. Test level test. Test level test. So, as all of you are all very aware, I bricked my main project. By complete accident, of course. So I'm taking 5 to not work on the main project. That's it. You was not aware of that. HD Cage, for your information, I bricked my main project. I showed you like 5 minutes ago. I literally tried to open it and it said it wouldn't open it. Come on, man. It's almost like you were watching someone else's stream. You're working on something. No, I know. We're all working on something here. Jesus. Don't you just hate it when your armrests aren't the same height and then the only reason you know is because your back hurts later? What are you working on, HD Cage? What are you working on? I want to know because I haven't seen you streaming in a very long time. Probably my own fault for waking up. Birthday card. I mean, it's my birthday soon. I think I could be put under the umbrella of Hot Babe. I think we all could really in this chat. But, well, I'm excited. Test level, test editor, world. Visibility, no. Default reverb settings. Why? Reverb effect. Actually, reverb effect. There are reverbs. That's weird. They're not VSTs? Are they VSTs? Can I navigate? No. Oh, right. No, they're not VSTs. Absolutely no. It's one with a bunch of parameters. Bypass early reflections. Ooh. Okay. Let's get rid of that. And then I don't know what I do from here. Game dev is a mystery to me at all times. So I guess the premise is you view the table as if it was the ocean. The table floor is the sea, northeast, southwest. You do not view the game from the side on. You do not ascend to heaven when you flip the flippers. The ship is going to be always facing the camera on a local sea. Do you need a render target for that? Maybe. Do I care? No. Do I need a render target for that? No. Screw it. You can just render it inside the orb. Also, rendering thin translucent things is garbage. Don't ever do that. Rendering things inside solid translucent things is also not recommended. So, is there an inverted normal sphere in the engine already? That would be fantastic. An inverted normal sphere would be the perfect thing because you'd see directly through the front face and the back face would be the only thing that rendered, right? But the collision would still be a sphere. I might have to make that. I might have to actually make it a polysphere as well. So the UVs are nice. Yeah, what you said. Man, considering we are all in the business or pseudo business of making video games, there sure is a lot of stuff to cover between each person's specific disciplines in them. It makes me worry. It makes me think that maybe making a video game is not a single person enterprise. Maybe multiple people should work together to create video games together, and it would be a lot easier. And in fact, they could probably incorporate after they band together. There should probably be a whole separate company that's devoted to the actual shipping and sales of the games. You know, they could be the people who publish it, and the people who develop it. I think, you know, they could be separate entities entirely, and it'd still work. Hang on a second. No, what was I doing? The reason I'm just talking and idling in darkness is because it's preparing the shaders. Damn you. So there's some things that I need to work out. Camera controls are gonna suck. How do I do this? Is each level going to be a level in a level? Or is each level just going to be like an actor inside the level? For performance, it probably should be levels inside levels. But then each level inside the level would have to have a blueprint for each level to tell the camera if it's a horizontal or a vertical level. They're all going to be vertical levels, aren't they? Like, it would be stupid. It would be a massive oversight if the level was not a pinball table shape, right? It's actually slightly longer than that, but whoa. We share a Photoshop version. Yeah, exactly. I like this one because it's got all the tools I need to do absolutely nothing. So there's the viewport. Yours is in dark mode though, John. True. Dark mode paint? No. Full screen paint. Oh, I have done a bad. Stop. So this is the viewport, and obviously it can only move. That's up and down, don't. He said Photoshop, not paint. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, of course. And then if you were to traverse to another screen, it would be, you know, if the player were to move directly to the right, it would be another pinball machine shaped area. Making a pinball machine shaped area on its side with flippers that flip like that towards the top is a bad idea. Take the fill bucket, set the color to black, fill, done, dark mode. Oh, wow. No. There are so many extraneous buttons in this version of Paint. I love it. Also, have you ever seen Paint 3D? Like, I know I'm getting distracted. This is exactly why I'm doing this, to be distracted. Have you seen Paint 3D? Right. Have you seen Paint 3D? Like, it's this shipped with Windows 7 and Windows 10 native. It is the most magical thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You just do it. And you can even where is it? Menu? Save as? 3D model? You can export it as an FBX. Not with Windows 10, just 10? Not with Windows 7, just 10? Okay. Pretty sure it came with Windows 7. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it. But okay, I'll take your word for it. And you can just export it as an FBX. You can import an FBX as well, which doesn't go well ever. Don't do that, please. Which I find amazing. Yeah. Anyway, we should at least make the core basics of a pinball game before we even try and do something that's actually looking good or optimized. So no, not that. There are any default pinball items. Plane is what I want. A plane. Nice plane, bro. Also, don't have any light sources in the level. So you can't see it. Where it is. There it is. Okay. So I'm gonna set my camera there as well. Just so we have a nice cheeky reference. We're gonna plane. Directional light. What do you mean lighting needs to be rebuilt? Lighting needs to be rebuilt. In Lumen. Having a funny joke with me. In fact, we don't need a directional light because we're going to have a sun sky, which combines all of the aspects together. Yay! Okay, so we'll just make that a bit bigger. I don't really care at this point. 6.5 times bigger. It'll do. So we obviously don't want to activate every flipper all at the same time. That's stupid. That's a no-go. That's a no-go scenario, I think. We want to be able to dynamically add and remove flippers from the selection to activate. So the flippers won't be part of the player character. The player character will be the orb, I think. The player controller will send messages and we will bind PP. We will bind references to the flippers. Oh, it's a tree. That's nice. Anyway, let's blueprint class. I feel like this gets harder every time. Not a character. It doesn't need to move around, and we don't want it to have extraneous garbage. Actor, pawn. No. There will be no player character. There will be a player controller. There'll be a player controller and a physics, an actor, looks like you're all having a whole bunch of fun over there. Do you want to know a fun fact about the Japanese language? A fun fact that maybe even some Japanese people would deny is even a fact. I realize I'm not selling it very well now. I don't know what that is. Default scene route. Okay, great. The sound of hard drives never fills me with confidence. Oh my goodness gracious. Do you ever just have a hard drive and think to yourself, boy, it's making a lot of noise right now. Wait, I forget. I forget it. What has to simulate physics to have physics simulated? Block all dynamic. Character can step on this. I don't care. Generate overlap. Yes. Multi-value overlap. Navigation. Collision presets. Physics actor. Okay. Simulation generates hit events. Physics material override. Okay. So if we were to, say, drop this into our scene and play. Not play, apparently. Hey! We're done, kids. Pinball is open for business. That's all it is, right? It's a ball and a slope. Scale. 60. 40. 1. I don't know why it's so slow to start and stop the simulation. But yeah, nice, nice. I don't know what I'm doing now. Right. Yeah, I started this project with a lot of bravado. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's not that hard to make pinball game. Do I have to make the mesh for a flipper now? Oh god. You forced my hand, Twitch. Everybody on Twitch right now has made me do this. General. Fuck. How do I use this again? Why isn't this camera? Oh, I hate Blender. I hate Blender so much. Why have I grabbed the camera? Why am I moving the... This is the middle click. This is the camera control. Get out. Yes. Yes. I want... Where's add? Where's... Help. Help. I can't even move to edit mode. What the hell? How do I... Add. Mesh. Circle. Where's my other circle? I want them both. No, no, no. Do I want this to be the big one or do I want this to be the small one? reality do I dislike this program? L. No, I can't just draw a line between them. So I want to delete all those. I want to delete all those. I don't know what just happened here. That is not what I wanted. This is why people come here, isn't it? See me suffer. Using this. New edge face from vertices. How do I just add a line? How do I just add a line? Ooh. Like you're free to give me the answers. This isn't a test. Oh, did it. Right. Okay. Let's split. I wanna split you, and then did I not just what's wrong? Why? Unsubdivide. Split. Why isn't there a vertex there? Why can't I zoom in? This is the Why is my center of pan somewhere in the fucking ether? This is it. This is the death of man. If this was Fusion 360, I would have exported it by now. I would have been using it by now. But it's not Fusion 360 because they now have a pay-to-play operation going on. And also they have a pay-to-play operation going on. So I couldn't use the asset anyway. I exported it. Subdivide. Is that what I wanted? Not split. Subdivide. Now there is yes. I'm going to propagate that around the... I swear to God. Navigation, turntable, trackball, smooth view, perspective, orbit, continue. Nope. Huh? Okay, that's better. Oof. Please, anybody in chat who enjoys using Blender, raise your hand. Just... that's an ungodly nightmare to use this program. And someone's going to be like, just learn how to use it. It's not about learning how to use the program. It's about the program itself being unlearnable. No one can use this. It's like nobody on the planet Earth uses Blender. Right? No, 0 people. It's like the simplest modeling tasks become like these epic struggles against the interface. It's just... I think it tries to do too much. I think it tries to do too much. And someone's going to say, well, Unreal Engine does a lot too. Unreal Engine hits its mark. It's very intuitive. You can just render a video by pressing the render video button. You can add a cube by going to the place actors tab, typing in the word cube, and then dragging the 3D cube into the 3D viewport. Blender doesn't give you any of this. Blender's just like, you right click, what do you want to do? Smooth Laplacian? Sure. That fucking even. There's nothing selected, for one thing. Why? How could I smooth Laplacian anything? Nothing is selected. The context menu is fucking garbage. 2, what if I wanted to add like a line? What if I wanted to add a line segment between those 2 meshes as I was trying to do for like 20 minutes? And they wouldn't do it because they weren't the same mesh, quote unquote. Do you think maybe a pop-up saying, oh, hey buddy, it looks like you're trying to draw a line between 2 different meshes? They need to be the same mesh. Maybe, do you think that would have been helpful? It's just, it's free. I think that's basically the only selling point of this program right now. It's free. And you can't change the camera angle while you're doing a fucking extrude. Fuck's sake. 2 meters. 2 meters along global Z. Jesus. How big is a pinball flipper? How many meters tall is a pinball flipper, kids? Z 1.17. Thank God that works. And then to view the normals. The normals are all perfect this time. That is a first, yes. That is a first. Shade flat and shade smooth. Right, okay, so we need to select all this. Face, shade smooth. And then I think we're good. How do I turn wireframe off? Ah, there we go. Okay, so there's an issue there apparently. And there. But I think it's fine. I think that'll blend out in post. Also, the shade smooth is shading everything as if it was a sphere. Is that right? I was under the impression that shade smooth would be trying to shade everything as if it was in line with like the seams were not correct. You know what I mean? Do we have to mark sharp this seam or something? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Oh boy. Oh boy. I think the marking chart doesn't do anything. I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, I can select. I can select similar by. No. Select loop. Edge. Ring. Like linked. Nope. I don't have numpad. I don't have numpad. I don't have a num. Oh my days. No. Nope. Just gotta do it by hand. Pretty sure I've seen people do that automatically. I think that does help a little bit with the spherizing of the weirdo. It's still a little bit weirdy, but I don't know. It's about as good as we're gonna get. We're only gonna really see it from like the top or like a very small shear angle, so I think it'll be fine. I think it will be fine. Save. We'll save it. Save as. You don't see any of that. New folder. Pinball assets. Flipper. Export FBX. Did it do it? Do we have our pinball resource? I hope we have our pinball resource. I don't see it. There it is. The 3D viewer as well. That's nice. like this. How does that happen? This. That's fine. It doesn't light it incorrectly, but it does light it incorrectly. I don't know what the fuck. It's fine, but it's also not fine. Like, you see it, right? Was I imagining things? Not familiar with Blender. Could be a hard edge because then straight line, then curved lines are not tangent. Oh boy. No, it looks fine. I don't remember where I saw it glitching out. Is it that? It just looks a bit weird. Oh no, I see. Yeah, there. But that's no, that is actually correct. That is actually correct. That is not incorrect. That's how it would look, quote unquote. that's how it thinks it should look, and that is, yeah, okay. No, I can deal with it. It's fine. I can deal with it. No smoothing group information was found in this FBX scene. Please make sure to enable the export smoothing groups in the FBX exporter. By the way, that is massive. Ho ho ho! Can we just appreciate how cool this material is? Trick material. Haha. Nice trick, bro. It's alive. I'm just looking for like a... You might be right. This is called tangent color material, and you can see that there's some weird shit going on. So yeah, whatever. It's I don't get the whole shade smooth, shade flat face thing. I come from a simpler time where smooth and sharp is an edge property, not a face property. So having it as a face property, just, you remember this from when you worked with SolidWorks and Solid Edge? SolidWorks. Persona floor material. New base flattened material. It's for shiny. So basically, it does have a smoothing property applied to it, as you can see, even though the Unreal Engine complained that it did not. The problem with this smoothing property is the fact that it's based on the face. So each face which is applied a smoothing property in Blender basically takes on the rendering appearance of a sphere, which is not what I wanted. And it's not something I'm willing to troubleshoot now. It's boring. Well, I like this. Mirror plane material. I like that. Template base orange metal. Radius glow. That's pretty cool. Cube. I'm down with bright red flippers. You know what? Surprisingly, not the worst size. Also, what's up with the material there, bro? You're not feeling like having a material, huh? Okay, there we go. This. I also realized that it has no UVs. Oops. Is this for pinball game? Yes. Yes, sirree. This is for a pinball game. A game of pinball. There is our pinball. Or it's our temporary pinball for now. The actual pinball will have a tiny pirate ship in it. Which I think will be cool. Put a hamster in the ball. There will be a pirate ship in the ball. It's a pirate themed. It's a pirate themed pinball challenge. A pirate themed pinball Metroidvania. I hate you, Blender. Oh yeah, can I actually see tangent space in this? I can see the normals and they're fine. Vertex normals, split normals, normals. Six group weights. I mean, it even does it in Blender, so I'm not sure what I was expecting it to be different. Yes. So Shadow, welcome. And welcome everybody, but how you been? This is a great material. Why doesn't it show up in the world? It's just some nice red. It hides all those dodgy seams. Done working, just had dinner. What a great time to be alive. How am I doing today? Terrible. Man, I was forced to use Blender. Chat had me at gunpoint. They were like, you got to use Blender. It's the only 3D modeling software that you actually have a license to create things that you can sell with. And they are correct. Oh, except for Magic of Voxel. But for this project, we actually need smooth lines to do the physics properly. No point in making a grotty voxel flipper and it ruining the physics calculations. How are you today, Shadow? I'm joking about being terrible. I'm fine. I'm as fine as can be, given the circumstances of having a bricked project and working on a pinball game, which I was assured would be extremely easy by everybody, and then it's actually turned out to not be that easy, mostly because of the what you call them. What you call them? Variables. Starting rotation is going to be a rotator. End swing rotation. Tired, was very busy. One hotfix, some bug fix, and a new project startup. Cool. So head's still spinning a bit. Rotation time is going to be a float. Oh, did they walk back the use of reels? Because I don't see reels here anymore. I see floats. A reel isn't here anymore. Now back to Unreal instead of full coding. Yeah. Unreal. That's the one. That's what we want. Unreally boys. So we're gonna have to write a small construction script, which is going to be set relative rotation to be, found an article on tangent if you're interested. Yeah, slap it in the old I realize it's only the Z that we need. Blender artists newbie mechanical part with tangents. Most cases, Blender can do what CAD can do. That's a funny statement to make. I applaud whoever has the huge cojones to say that. CAD programs with mathematically generated surfaces with math. You can solve most geometrical relationships like exact tangency points on a circle. Eternal solver will do that for you. In most cases, Blender can do what CAD can do. You need to input every XYZ component of a vertex and define the shape like AutoCAD. Yeah, okay. Blender works with a finite number of polygons. The speed at which one model can really depend on the number of polygons one uses. Fewer polygons quicker can model. So we tend to use a rough shape and smooth the subsurface modifier for rounded shapes. So, for the example, have to lay out just two circles, place them exactly, use minimum number of segments to define it. It's important the fact you fill out the gap in between the two circles polygons manually. Make sure the tangent line looks about right with the top of the image and looks okay for the engineered parts. Most important detail of the design is location. The holes inside the diameter wall thickness. Engineering drawings will show the tangency, no dimension. It's not a critical feature. Loop cut geometry. What? Loop cut geometry was added before closing the gap second image, so when that subsurface modifier is added, corner rounds properly. Finally, I extruded the base 2 cylinders up. Nice. That looks nice. Blender can do what every other 3D application can do. But all the other programs do it consistently and better and easier. Oh, yeah, right. Is this gonna... I think it has my name on it, that's all. I think it has my name on the license at the top right hand corner of the screen. Which is not something that I'm a massive fan about, by the way. Thanks, Fusion. Just enjoy my face for a brief second while I find out. It's loading. It's trying to load. It's doing something. It might not be doing anything. It is that. Yeah, it's just... Blender is just... It's... I don't want to rip on the people who made Blender. I don't want to spoil their community. I don't want to ruin their fun. I don't want to get in their grill about their stuff. But please, just make it user-friendly. Ah, this email address or username is not recognized. That is my email address. Oh, no, it's not. Yag. I spelled my email address wrong. I spelled my... Oh, did not spell my password wrong. Got my authenticator. Yeah, no, okay. I may have been a little bit hasty to say that they have a pay to win strategy. They have a... It's kind of like the Epic Games thing. The learning curve is steep, but then again, it's free and implements a lot. So yeah, they're doing a great job. They're doing a great job, but they're not doing a good enough job. So they gotta step it up. Come on. I just want to click and do a thing, and it is not the program where you can click and do a thing. It never has been, and it is the deepest root of my frustration that I can't just click and do a thing like I can in any other off-the-shelf 3D modeling software. Looks like you need an update. Many updates have happened while you were away. You're running a version of Fusion 360 that is out of date. It needs to take significant update to catch up with the latest version. Update now or do it later. Quit Fusion 360. Okay, so I have to walk that back. It would have taken me exactly the same amount of time to make that in Fusion because I would have had to update Fusion. If you want a quick fix, then you can pay $2,000 a month for Maya. No, I've tried Maya. Maya is pretty much just as bad. Fusion 360 is the paragon of 3D modeling. I will not walk that back. It is the best. It is the objective best software for creating hard surface geometry. They say that his name is Manadono, but I don't know. Do you know Mana? Manadono. Mana do not know. What a shame. And event, it remains a mystery. Truth. And then we got to make an input event. I guess I'll just can I just do a raw one here? Spacebar. Add actor local rotation. Add relative rotation. Whether we sweep to the destination. Currently not supported for rotation. Smooth. Smooth, my friend. Flippa. Yeah. Apparently sweep doesn't work, so get rotation arc, split. I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I made this. Oh, this is so messy. What is that song? No, that's gonna bug me for the rest of the stream. I think it might be Herbie Hancock. Don't quote me on that. Okay. That is a test. Is that a test flip player? It is. Where is the film? Where is exposure? Oh yeah, hey Worm. That's who came in. I read the text and then I completely blanked that it was someone new in chat. Hey, how are you doing, Worm? Shutter speed, ISO, aperture, local exposure. Do you know what? Do you know what it is? It's because we didn't set any of this. That we don't use right now. Yeah, it would be an important thing to set these. I think. Starting rotation. Those don't do it. It's just Z. It's -10, and then rotation arc, a 30-degree of rotation. Hey, we got a flipper. do a kickflip. That doesn't work. It's funny, because it bounces against the mesh as if it has collision, but I'm not sure it has collision. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it actually has collision. No, I don't like that. Oh, we have complex collision, right. So we can just set use complex as simple. Physics actor. Use complex collision as simple. We be flipping, had to, sorry. Been bussing, working, slowly getting back on track. Nice. Sitting at river is nice. Probably be on river this long weekend. Fishing. Oh! I gotta see it again. I gotta see it again. Slow-mo me. Okay, so we have collision now. We have actual proper collision. But somehow oh. Set timer by event. Custom event. Spawn a bob. Spawn actor from class. Get actor location. Fizzball. And we get a ball every 3 seconds. Wild. So there's something off with the collisions, which is nice. Always good to see something off with collisions. Should we turn sweep off maybe? Okay. Let's turn sweep off because it does say it's broken. Play. Around the very edge there, it doesn't seem to be grabbing stuff, you know? Very easy to get stuck inside the flipper. I see that now. I'm gonna change that camera. Check your Discord private message, worm. Ooh, someone's popular. Now, can I bind this to left space and right space? Right. So typically the rotating movement component is something for spinning things around, right? Set rotation, right? There you go. Event tick. B. So if it's lower than the low, set add local rotation, or set local rotate relative rotation flip bar to split Z. Did you just say brotation, as in visit a brote, and then the next day visit another? Hey, coining new phrases. False. If flipper Z is greater than starting rotation plus the rotation arc. These could all just be floats. I don't know why I made them rotators. Set relative rotation. Do that. And these should be teleports. These should be teleports. Oh, we got a no-no. Because they now don't have a target. All gravy. Ding. Ding. Oh! I think the problem was it was just moving it too fast, right? But that's moving it way too slow. And this and this. Constant collision. Physics shorter and more substepping might do magic. Project settings. Simulate anim physics after reset. Enable 2D physics. Anim physics bin delta time. Substepping. If you type that. Oh, yeah. What? Now I have to rewrite all this again. God damn. No, not you. Just like that. So that's in the frame rate section also has settings for how many and how fast. We'll look at those in a moment, I think. Ah, yes. I realize that the rotating movement component actually rotates the whole actor. Oop! Fuck's sake. No, it's literally it's moving illegally fast. That's the problem. You see that? So the collisions are fine. The physics. It's the physics that are not fine. So I think maybe if this was in fact a skeletal mesh with an armature, might work a bit better. But I don't know. I'm no doctor. The smooth edges thing, it said it was expensive, so I'm hesitant to use that. You are interping the rotation? No. I'm setting it directly. Is there an R interp? Oh. Am I gonna have to use this with a tiny timeline? I don't want to use a tiny timeline. I'm so done with using timelines. So I think that might be the problem, the fact that we're just setting the... Our intert needs set rotation, an event tick needs delta time, and of course, current rotation, target rotation. Substepping has seemed to make it worse. Like there's an even smaller kind of area to get through there now. Maybe... Okay, 16 is apparently the maximum. Oh, hold up. Is this the one? Yo, worm. It's in. We're in. Just by jacking the sub steps all the way up. Can we do it right off the tip? Oh! Oh! Oh, it feels so good. Oh! Dude, we just got air. Oh my days. Basic teleport in the field. So if this works, Iron Tip smoothly rotates the flipper towards it. You know you just be on the safe side. Yes. No, don't shut up, Worm. Please. Please, never shut up. You are the source of great wisdom in the community. So I wonder if... I mean, it's fine as it is. So we need set what? Set rotation? Set relative rotation. I don't... Or world depends what the rinterp node has as the output. It just has a rotator. We're using local rotations for the variable, so I think local rotations would be fine. How's that going to work though? Because it requires a DT, and the DT you can only get from ET. So this is theoretically going to go into here, right? Frame locked. I was just having a conversation with someone on Twitter about this. Doing DT multiplication. So you're going to use tick anyway to get the delta time, so you can rotate the flippers on tick. Okay. Can I? I mean, I can, obviously. Duh. Of course I can use tick to... But... get relative rotation. Do 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 skidoo badooda skidoo badoody skibby doo badooda dooda skidoo doo skidooda dooda skidoo doo do 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 do. Oops. Okay. Rotators are stupid. Just like that, yeah? I don't trust it somehow, but okay. And it just works. What the hell? I don't know why it spawned at a weird angle. That was weird. It feels nice. Oh, we have that that set to 0, isn't it? $100. What's 100 look like? That looks pretty fast. Is 20 really fast as well? Oh, 20's kind of mushy. 35. Like, I want it to be fast, but I don't want it to be instant, right? It's got to look like you're operating a... Now I have control. Thank you, Worm. That was a nice tutorial. I'm sorry for everyone who had to watch the recorded video and the live video that I was basically just humming the whole time. It's not quite fast enough, I don't think. But we're getting there. I don't know, maybe. It's sending them with some force, you know? Depending on where we get them. I don't know what just happened there, but that was pretty intense. Those balls are just slow AF. They're not that bad. What the flip? It's like there's an aura around it. Is that one spinning? Yeah, they didn't hit each other, but they affected each other's physics. Do you see that? It's like their collider is huge. Is this what substepping gets us? I don't want substepping anymore. You see that? Like a shockwave. That one hit. They hit. Like they actually physically collided. Now you have the R interp, you may not need that much substepping. Do you want me to turn the substepping entirely off? Because it was just this that was messing up. I'm so happy how that works. Just right out the box, just. Oh my goodness, that was, what the hell? No, we need some substepping. It looks like it's still moving too quickly for some of the physics to keep up. Oh, yeah, okay. We do need some substepping. I'm gonna leave async substepping off because it does say that is weird, unsupported, non-normal operation stuff. So maybe that is actually just messing us up. No, it's still doing the ghost collision stuff, which is weird, freaking me out. But I can tweak it. I can tweak it maybe. We're getting close. It's that is messed up. If anyone else thinks that's messed up, raise your hand. You're going to create new Pinball Dreams version. Yes. Pinball Nightmares. I don't understand. Why can't I see anything? Oh my god. Is there a guide maybe on Substep? Like what each of the things do? Sick. Oh, my guitar picks have shipped. My guitar picks have fetched. I didn't think they'd be coming so soon. I thought it was going to be weeks and weeks and weeks. But they shipped. Not only did they ship, but I've had them reshipped from the shipper. Unreal Engine substepping. Yes, it is sweet. So sweet. This is the maximum time in seconds a substep is allowed to take. So if a full step takes 0.5 seconds and a max subset delta time is set to 0.025 seconds, the full step will be split into 2 substeps. Now if the full step were to take a substantial amount of time, say 2 full seconds, the step would be evenly split based on the value in max substeps and not 80. It's worth noting that max physics delta time limits how long physics step is permitted to take. Trying to create a new fun feature to your plugin when person isn't idle to play a random idle anim montage. You see, I would have said previously in my life that that's actually really easy to do, but it's not, because you need a handler to determine if they are idling. You need to basically, you need to watch them at all times. You making a UE plugin, Shadow? Shadow, you making Unreal Engine plugins? Nice. This is the maximum time in seconds a substep is allowed to take. So if we take the full step takes 0.5 seconds and max substep delta time is set to 0.25 seconds, the full step will be split into 2 substeps. Now, if the full step were to take a substantial amount of time, say 2 full seconds, the step split evenly based on the max substep, not 80. Substeps, it is worth noting that maximum physics delta time limits how long a physics step is permitted to take. I'm working on it so you can just simply code once, use multiple without extra work and migration stuff. Nice. So this should be as high as possible. We should enable that. And maximum substep delta time should be 0.005, maybe something like that. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be a thing that would affect. It doesn't seem to be a thing that should affect the ball like that. It should basically the more we put into it, the more accurate it should be. Yeah, that looks better. There was no weirdo collisions going on. Oh no, no! I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. The alpha responder code is now transferred to Unreal Engine plugin. It just, sometimes it gets weird. Like, most of the time it's fine, and then sometimes it gets weird like that. Is constant collision detection still on? In the balls. Why do I have a collider? So don't judge me. I don't know. I don't know. Is it in class settings? Is it in class defaults? Always create physics state. CCD. Use CCD, constant collision detection. Try it. I don't know why the thing is set horizontal and then reverts to the actual correct. Anyway, it's not a problem. Just imagine them making cool noises. Canon noise.wav. Hey, that looks better. I'm not checking the smooth collision. Epic Games says that's a hefty beast and should be handled with care on hero objects only. And you're gonna say, aren't these marbles hero objects? Smooth edge collisions. He was typing that, yeah. I mean, we can see what it does. There's no harm in it. I don't see really any difference, but okay. Oh, I'm seeing a difference in the frame rate. Since you're complete converted to Unreal Engine 5, you're going to pick up the old project. No more trying to create the world project and waste time. Yeah, Shadow, yeah. That's the one. Embrace the Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, that is when you hit it right on the edge there, and it enters hyperspace. This is your fault, Worm. This is why we have warp 10 marbles. They are really struggling to exist. Can you see them? Just like phasing in and out of existence. Now you know, at least. I don't think they need to have always create a physics situation, because they are themselves physics objects. So I'm going to just disable that as well, because that's also a performance heavy thing. But if they're always going to be constant collision, and we've increased substepping, and we've it wasn't smooth collisions that was doing that, huh? Wait, you did not turn CCD off, correct? And we need CCD for the accurate representation of the bouncy boys, do we not? Is that not what was the problem? It's the smooth edge collisions I thought was doing this. Do you? Yeah. Oh, missed it. Because they were... The balls were... The balls were not colliding with each other correctly, were they not? Because that glitch you saw earlier might have just come from that collider. Are you telling me that the collider that was the same size as the sphere around it was causing an issue? God damn. If that's really all it was, I'm gonna be so angry. It's looking very, very like that was all it was as well. That makes me sad. Just having a bunch of colliders on the same thing isn't a good idea, apparently. Solid. ASD-ness can be drowned, so at least you have something to do. Sadness. Yes, this is in fact how I drown my sadness when I make a game. This is the worst. It's like I got stuck making a game, so to relieve the stress of being stuck making a game, I decided I would make a game. Correct. Logic. That looks like it works fine. Maybe it was just the collider. I think I have an inkling of what was happening. So I think maybe somehow the scale of the collider was being tweaked. That's usually what happens, isn't it? So the scale of the collider gets tweaked. So the collider that was over the top was huge, and it was allowing some kind of weird collision entries to occur. That seems plausible. That seems like a plausible thing that could have been going on. Thank you, Worm, for your help in troubleshooting that. It looks like, though, we've got a fairly solid base for our pinballing. which is pretty nice. Yeah, you watch it. You watch it, Worm Juice. Yag will be after you. Yag will be calling you out on every single typo. It's fine, by the way, Irish, if you're still there. Have it misspelled. Leave it misspelled. It's funnier this way. The collider was probably just colliding with the collider, so the collider made the collider. Correct. Making the physics go nuts, yeah. So we don't need constant collision detection, thank goodness. Because that apparently is what was causing our balls to go warp speed. It's funny though, like how they just froze, but also had intense motion blur. This is so relaxing. You have no idea how relaxing that was. Just to have a nice, simple physics scene. Can't believe I've only been live for 3 hours. That's ridiculous. You know what? Let me run and grab a drink real quick, and then while I run and grab a drink, I'm also gonna download this. I don't want the realistic looking stuff. Tropical Ocean Tool shader source. I'm gonna add that. And I'm gonna add this. It's just meshes and oh, don't have an asset compatible with it. Whoa! Shader source had an asset compatible with version 5. That's interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll come back and we'll mess around with these assets. Maybe we'll just have a look at them, maybe, or something like that. Truth, I have returned. Lo, and bow unto my. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm not Ozymandias, King of Kings. You cannot look upon my works. You can despair though. I mean, I look upon my works in despair, so you feel free. Someone has changed the group chat's name from the stock market to Wordle forum. God damn. Oh, that's my Autodesk security code. Good. GOG special discount inside. What is my special discount inside my GOG special discount for? It is Mastiff Games, Garumin, and Tinytopia. And there's a 70% flash deal on Stellaris. Wow. Already got Stellaris. What was I saying? Hello, friends. I am here. Oh, that's a very good question. I got loads of card sleeves. Absolutely hundreds of card sleeves up there. I was worried for a second that I wouldn't have any card sleeves, but I can see there's plenty. A lot of dust as well. Dusty card sleeves. Fuck's sake. I might be doing a cheeky little bit of a Magic the Gathering draft fight with a friend. Draft friend fight. Epic Games is just posted to LinkedIn. Very good. Oh! We're downloaded. We're in, friends. Tropical Ocean Tool. Materials. Ocean. Can't even see those. Oops. Let's get rid of them. Drag new ones in. It's fine. Nice. Preparing shade is 166. So the big question, I think, is going to be actually second question, completely unrelated to the development of this video game. Is it weird not having any music? Like, I know for the video game streams, there's music latent because there's a video game in the background. It's evident. It's a self-propelling kind of deal there. You know, you have a video game, it has music. Music is in the background. But for the development streams, I don't play music. I don't listen to music, really, while I'm doing this. But do you find it hard? Because I know, like, 99 out of 100 other video game developer style friends on Twitch, they have a little playlist. I actually have. Is it here? Asset archive, yeah. Audio, music. CC0? Nothing in CC0. License acquired. I got some music. I don't really think they're in keeping with the channel aesthetic, which is why I don't play them. Some have playlists, but then again, you're free to play your own music while watching your stream. Personally, I like streams to have no music, so if you want, you can listen to your own. But you're just one guy. I've been there. I have been there, Mr. Wormjuice. I do like to have a stream going on and play a video game. Maybe not music, but a video game, like taking up a large amount of my actual concentration. So like, you know, I don't like that. Some more flowers. Hey! That is that is a little bit trippy. Is it okay? I feel like it's the wrong way up. But how could it be? Right? Splash splash. The balls are inside the water. It has a depth offset. It's scary. You're seeing that, right? Right. So if we get this and we drag it down a little bit and we change this material to, do we have like a sand material? Rock sandstone. That doesn't really help, does it? I think it might be the angle that we're looking at it from. Because it looks great here in the shadow, but like in the direct sunlight, not so much. Sun sky. No. Yes. This is where the extra. You click here and then you click camera actor, and that gives you the camera thing, and then you can click the sun sky, and then you can edit properly. Looking back at this code now, it's been 6 months or so. Asking yourself, did you code that like in a good way? Like, are you shocked at how awesome the code is, or are you wondering if you should ever be allowed to touch code again? I have been in both situations. It's an absolute scared that's so damn solid in multiverse. Yes. Even the anim instance has been done in C. Oops. Oops. Can I unpilot this? Oh, flip. Foot IK and stuff, but now the project whilst jumping back in makes me look blurry at your own code. Yeah. I like how there's a depth offset to the water, so it kind of slooshes over stuff. That's beautiful. I do not like the way it looks. Like the color, it's lacking a lot of color. The waves are too detailed at a risk of sounding like an idiot. Like they're too small. And it's not blue enough, you know? I appreciate when a game shows me C as blue sea. Also, I've messed up the camera angle, and I'm so sorry. Fluid plugin. Nagra fluid simulations are pretty dope. Okay. Mmm. Mmm. I wish I had hand tracking for my little VTube. It's very flat. Like you want some waves in it, right? What is this? What is this thumbnail? Let's see what this Yazoo link is. Screenshot? GIF? Always. Shadow's got the city sample downloaded. That's a big download. Something's going wrong with these water shaders. Oh, it's still preparing. I see. Ayo. I feel like it's doing something definitely. Is it because it's using displacements? Obviously, displacements are disabled in Unreal Engine 5. Tessellation, I mean. This does look a bit like a tessellation. Yeah, I forgot we were piloting this this little lad. That's great. You know what's also great? Go on. A segue to my sponsor. Well, funny you should say that. But I am currently in the process of searching for a new sponsor. If you are Wizards of the Coast and want to sponsor me by giving me free booster packs, hit me up at this web zone. Did I get that curry yesterday? Yes. Scroll down on the page. Are you on browser? Are you on a browser there, Worm Juice? If you scroll down, you can see what I got after the curry. How can you see? If you I'll just if you scroll down, there's streamer hasn't completed setup. This I have completed the setup. Apparently I have notifications. Oh snap, what's that? It's a chocolate cake. We said curry and a dessert, didn't we? It was so good. And there's the coffee I had before the stream. And beef 2K22. Whole bunch of stuff. IQ software 42169. Damn, now you want chocolate? I mean, I don't think there's a single instance. I don't think there's a single instance of me existing when I have not wanted chocolate. I have already responded to those notifications. I don't get why none of these water thingamabibs are working at all. Let's try the old shading ocean. Preparing shaders 200. Oh my god. Apparently I was still trying to close that down. I feel like I'm stressing the engine out now. This is not going well. We're getting there, though. Ooh. Ooh. Promising. Promising. A little shimmer on the surface of the water texture. People have been doing one again, asking where I'm from again. Would you believe? People come up to me and they say, "Are you from XYZ country? Are you a national of XYZ country?" And I'm like, "No, I'm from down the road, mate." And they're like, "Nah, I don't believe you." They never believe me. I tell them, "Yeah, I live in England. I was born in England. I'm pretty sure that makes me an English boy." That is a really weird shader. It is not solid. I repeat, it is not solid. And they always seem to be shocked. I don't get why. It's actually quite a nice shade of this. A guy at the start of the week asked if I was from Pakistan. Nope. Guy at the end of the week asked if I was from New Zealand. Thought you had a bit of a Kiwi accent going on there. That's me. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, no, you're mistaken. It's Australian, actually. I was born in Brisbane. Go Broncos. Some people, not that it would be a bad thing to be from either Pakistan or New Zealand. Perfectly acceptable countries to be born in and exist from. But I don't personally think I give off the aura, you know? I don't have the kind of visage of any person from either of these countries. I don't think I have the kind of countenance or language skills of people from these areas of the world. I don't think I've ever even been to either of these areas in the world. I have not seen their sights. I have not bathed in their riches. A lot of people from down under came from the UK. That was a very, very long time ago. And that was under certain not so friendly circumstance. Flip, flip, flip. In all fairness, you're a drawn avatar, so for all I know, you're my neighbor. Keep it down in there with the skateboarding, you. I'm guessing that didn't translate well into audio. I don't know what it sounds like when I actually bang the table. Oh, it definitely shows up. It definitely. I'll have to clip that and see it later. I need reference. I need to know what it sounds. I like this water shader. That's what she. Oh, it broke! Mid-game, it broke. Yes, you can hear the banging. 1,000 apologies, Shadow. Rest in peace, headphone users. The material broke. To be fair, I haven't been to the Netherlands either. My parents have multiple times. They love it there. But I have never, ever gone. Into France, Belgium, Italy, Switzerland. Like pretty much everywhere around Europe except for. That's a lie. I was only in Italy and Switzerland for a day each. Does that count? Does that count as going there? I mean, I've been there. By that accounts, I've been to Korea and the UAE too. Think England, but flat. Flat. I was going to say, and canals, but there's a canal literally 10 minutes down the road from me, so I can't really say anything about having canals, can I? Don't you just love canals? Aren't they good? Do you have canals in am I thinking of rivers? You get the river boat, the tour boat around the old, is it Copenhagen? Is that the capital of? You can see, you know how like a computer has a dedicated. Your bike ride today was on the side of a canal. Canal with a K. I take back everything I said about pinball being a very hard to manipulate motion thing. Oh. I can pretty much bounce it just ahead of that plant every time. In the Netherlands, it's canal with a K. In the UK, it's the same spelling but with a C, as I'm sure you've gathered from without the letter K. Let's leave it there. A book, a kind of epic tale. I think that has two ends though, doesn't it? Have lots of canals and rivers too, more in the south. Wait, Shadow. Ah, right. I don't think you... Are you allowed to say also if you have NL in your name? Come on. I'm assuming that's that NL. NL is Nederlands. I knew someone from the Netherlands before once. My biology teacher. Holland. Holland. I don't know where the shader went. Also this. Oh. Yo. It looks way better here. It's right there in the shade. Why, you little... Use 2-layer foam. Punch it. It uses static textures for the foam though. It uses static textures for the whole thing. I thought it might have used computational noise. As you know, as you all know, I love computational noise. Because it's a small memory footprint. And it's a massive computational footprint though. I mean, it's as big as you want it to be, really. That's why texture noise is, I don't know, makes me sad because it doesn't, it's got, you know, tiling issues, etc. I'm not even using this this shader that I'm editing. I'm using a completely different shader and it still refuses. Default gravity Z. Gravity. I was thinking maybe I could change the vector the gravity pulls on, but it looks like that's going to be a lot more work than it's worth. Dude, that looks really nice. You sure I can't use this shader? I mean, I was using it a few seconds ago and it was working out fine, but it looks kind of weird and matte and grey. I didn't really enjoy it that much. This is using MI Ocean Old shadings. This one just doesn't shouldn't inherit from this. Lighting mode surface per pixel. That's fun. I'm seeing a 4x chaos panner. Once you've seen it, you know, you can't unsee it. And then you'll just be like, oh, well, that isn't a random distortion pattern. That's just a texture that's moving in 4 different directions at the same time. The underwater opacity viewed from underwater. Apparently not. Not in this viewer, anyway. Oh my. What does 4X stand for? 4X is a brand of lager beer produced in the UK under a Australian pretense. Am I funny yet? Was that a good joke? I see I've lost a subscriber now. That's how bad that joke was. Fantastic. Where do I find noodle code? Yes. Das Code Noodlen. I think if we just go to all and then I type in 4x chaos 4x 4x4 4 4 apparently not 4x. Doesn't mean anything apparently. You don't know what 4x is, so you don't get the joke. 4x's. Here we go. Oh, it's called 4-way chaos. Sorry. I call it 4x chaos because it's 4 times X is the time, X is the multiplication symbol used in primary. You get more X's than 4. Motion four-way chaos is what I was trying to resolve. I'll see if I can get you some Castlemaine 4X on the screen without getting myself banned from Twitch for searching for 4X's in a row. Maybe. Oh, it's .com.au. Are you old enough to buy 4X? 1969. That's fine. There was nothing suspicious here. It is just a beer website. Castlemaine Brewery 4X Gold. Full flavored lager. The original Castlemaine Brewery 4X Bitter. Apparently, actual Australians do not know what this is and do not drink it. Yet, the website is listed as .com.au, so take whatever the brewery chose. Where is your brewery? Tell me where you make this stuff. They might make it in Australia, but it's an export only, I guess. Due to the floods currently affecting QLD in New South Wales, we have decided to postpone tours until it's safe to run them again. Please check our website, social media for updates for tours when we recommend. Cheers, your mates at 4X. I hope this answers your question as to what a 4X is. I don't know what this is. This is... I am honestly freaking out now. This is some... Yep, thanks. Good. So they got a little cinema without tiered seats. They're just benches in a row. So if you sat behind someone real tall, you're screwed. So it looks like it could actually be Australian produced beer, but it is Australian produced beer entirely for export, according to my prior knowledge of the substance. What the hell? Come on, Unreal. I swear it's just pretending it has extra shaders to make. So am I under the impression that anything that uses a physics interaction any physics interaction should be using that lerp, either rinterp or lerp set position on tick? I feel like going forward it's going to be maybe an idea to have some kind of physics motion handler to do that on tick for everybody. I actually had a pinball machine, a small one, a baby-sized pinball machine as a child. I remember it. Space pinball, space-themed tiny pinball machine. It was good. Oh, Unreal does not appreciate that apparently. It was really good. Like as a baby child, as like a 11, 10-year-old, like you didn't need a full-size pinball machine to be satisfied, you know? Oh, that was good. We can do doubles. I'm actually going to build up a little thing. They have usually a little bumper around this thing, so you can have replace selected actors with. Yeah, whatever. Maybe not 12, maybe 6. So a problem I envisage here is can we set that to local and then yeah. So that's pretty cool. I like that as a feature. Whenever this water texture finishes compiling, I don't know. Oh. So we should be able to trap. Yeah, we should be able to trap balls now. And do the old cool ball trap technique where you can queue up multiple lads at a time and eat them. Very nice. I mean, it works to a point. I think we're just spawning too many balls. And the balls are quite slow. Not gonna lie. It's like they have a lot of friction to them, you know? But my tiny pinball machine had little bumpers around that area with the flipper. Cool. So that works flawlessly, and I'm shocked. Kind of shocked. And the was material, please. Anytime you're ready. Build lighting, maybe. Maybe that'll help. Probably not. You know what? What? And the lumen scene's pretty good. But you don't know either. We are at an impasse. Well, you know what? Ooh, what? I'm happy with this. This is excellent progress for the one day. I like the lumen scene is properly represented, including this. I like the lumen scene is actually quite fidel. The lumen scene in my RPG project is garbage. There is nothing in the nanite overview. Good. The reflection view, disgusting. The surface cache, nominal. That's interesting, but okay. Oh no! Okay. I'll be fine. Poggers, yes. I think that's. I'm gonna have to do something about that shader. Oh, that's beautiful. Why didn't it look that good before? Unreal. Every time I make steps towards doing something good, Unreal's there like, didn't say the magic word. And now it's obviously going to crash because it's saving something as I put something in the level. Oh my god! It's a perfect time to ignore the fact that it's doing anything and do my talk out and then raid somebody cool because it's the evening. And well, I'll do my talk out raiding someone. Well, we can see who's online. Don't just flee when I do my talk out. It's just for the people watching the VOD so they feel included. Sorry, VOD boys. Sorry. And girls. And cats. I'm assuming most of my audience is actually cats. Thanks everyone for coming and watch the live video. If you came and watched the live video. Thank you, Peak Stone, for the raid. Bringing all your friendly friends along with you. Welcome everybody who came. Peak's raid. Thank you so much. Thank you, the Yagich, for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it here again. And thank you everyone for coming and watch the video on demand. If you can watch the video on demand. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.